It took 2 years.
It's just an amazing thing to be able to see through the eyes of those children all these new things that they had never seen before. Simple things that we take for granted.
And in a matter of 24 hours, the lives of 24 children were changed forever.
Are you sure? Yes. It's N. Clap for her.
We take them to the shelter, and it's just run by these amazing Ghanaian women who are just dynamites of love and of compassion and of discipline and of making sure the kids stay in line, but also making sure that they feel valued and welcomed and wanted.
Challenging Heights is a refuge for trafficked children. It was founded by a man who was once a former child slave himself, James Koffe Anon. Here, the kids will receive proper medical attention, care, and for each and every one, it's a new beginning and a start of a future full of education.
Simple things like going to school are no longer empty promises.
These kids are, they're desperate for information, and the looks on their faces when they get a letter right.
These kids are safe now.
We sent the little girls in to use the restroom when we first got there, and they didn't know how to use a toilet. They're trying to place their feet certain ways, trying to figure out, what do I do with this thing? I'm just used to going outside when I go to the bathroom. I've never even seen a toilet. I've never seen running water. I've never been to a day of school. I've never seen an oven.
Sleeping on the dirt ground in a hut in the middle of a fishing village is no longer a reality. Instead, Ruth, Letitia, and Bernice, and the remaining 21 others are learning what it's like to have a regular hot meal and sleep on a mattress that they can call their own.
To watch them run into the room and to pick out their bed, they just kept giving us thumbs up over and over, because they couldn't say to us in English, "I'm happy," but they knew this meant, "I am super happy," and the smiles on their faces what said everything that we needed to hear.
While the children are inside the classroom, Ghanaian social workers are on the ground working around the clock trying to locate the children's parents.
Basically, they're going to go to the parents and tell them that we have their children, that we had found them trafficked on the lake. We'll show them some pictures of explain what the life was like for the kids, and then begin the process of preparing the parents to receive the children back.
This is a first rescue, and reintegrating these children back into their families. This is an avenue that the Mercy Project has never crossed before.
Absolutely.
If the parents are approached by these social workers, they say, "Look, I really cannot afford to have these kids," and if so, what happens?
Yeah, again, these are the million-dollar questions. We believe sending the kids to school is going to overcome a huge objection that the parents have. They're going to go to school every single day. For 2 years, we're paying for that. That's going to give your family an opportunity and access to education that you never had before. I think a lot of the parents are going to be so thrilled with that.
Are you fearful that there is a possibility that they could be trafficked again?
Yeah, I don't know if I would use the word fearful. I think I am honest. I think we're very realistic about the potentials that exist, but I also feel like monitoring the parents with social workers, sending the children to school, we're minimizing that window for parents to re-traffic their kids. If you're not integrating them back into their families, you have a situation where you have 7,000 to 10,000 kids who are on the lake. And so if this is going to really be solved in our lifetime, we can't just solve the issue of pulling kids off the lake. We have to solve the issue of strengthening the Ghanaian family so that kids aren't being trafficked again, or aren't being trafficked in the first place.
While it's an avenue the nonprofit has never crossed, they'll continue strengthening their mission and empowering the Ghanaian families. But for now, these 24 smiling faces who've been living in a pool of darkness are thankful their prayers have been answered.